Hi, I'm Rajni Bector and I'm a businesswoman and the founder, director of Cremica Group of Companies and Mrs. Bector Food Specialities Limited. Just like every other story, mine is a unique one. My journey began in Karachi, where I was born into a very well educated family. I still remember those chaotic days of partition, the bloodshed, and the families separating. I was young and my family kept moving from one place to another. There's an instance which I would like to share with you all. In the middle of this, we were informed about the arrival of a train to Amritsar in Pathankot. When we reached there, the train had left already. So we stayed under a peepal tree for 8 days. At such a young age, the scenario of blood and violences all around frightened me. We finally came to Jalandhar, where my uncle made arrangements for my family to live. We decided to settle in Delhi, where our living conditions consisted of limited space and controlled spending. At a young age of 5, seeing a life of comfort and luxury as well as struggle, it was a challenging journey. But we as a family stayed together and held unto ourselves all along courageously. I finished my higher education in Delhi itself, right after which I got a marriage proposal in the final year of college at Miranda House. My family was hesitant at first as I was merely 17 years old, but after considering my husband's qualification and nature, they agreed. My husband owned a very successful business in Ludhiana. Although my husband was a progressive man, my in-laws were comparatively conservative. My whole day was spent maintaining the house, getting up to at 4 a.m. to clean, to do day-to-day chores and cook. I single-handedly used to manage and cook for my whole family. After being used to the routine, I started to enjoy cooking a lot and explored my passion and creativity by trying new dishes. Managing the house made me feel very content. A few years passed and I was blessed with 3 kids. My happiness revolved around taking care of my kids along with my husband and cooking a variety of dishes for them like cakes and snacks. But life isn't always all roses. The unfortunate event of my mother-in-law's death made me feel lonely. I channelized my loneliness and started experimenting with my cooking. I organized parties and gatherings, including my close circle of friends and children. Everybody praised, appreciated my dishes, and became fond of my cooking. I could cater food for 200 people on my own, along with one hand of assistance. I sharpened my skills by joining courses from reputed universities and primarily learned the recipe of hand-churned vanilla ice cream. My creativity helped me in developing 40 flavors, roasted almond and mango being my first favorites. When a professor from my college with a triple doctorate in subject of the ice creams told me that even he cannot make 40 flavors of ice cream, and I was very impressed by my talent. It gave a boost to my passion. Another incident that gave me a push was when in the fete, where I had put up a stall of ice creams, people preferred my ice cream over a very well-established brand. This level of appreciation gave me the motivation to expand the menu and explore further. The amount of appreciation and encouragement I received gave me strength and pushed me towards my passion. It gave me realize that cooking was my querencia. The rules set by society in terms of different roles played by men and women in business world made me go through a lot of criticism from the surroundings, despite the comments saying that I was spoiling my family's name and that women of good families don't work. My husband's brace and motivation supported me a lot. I stood my ground against the critics because I knew I was pursuing this for my passion. My friends used to quote that I have opened paths for the young woman by facing everyone. Soon, by word of mouth, I started to cater for parties and professional gatherings from 200 to 2,000 people. The sole reason behind my devotion and fondness for the art. My friends and husband pushed me to create a business out of this. Finally, I agreed and then began the journey of this company in my house backyard in 1978. Starting from the use of a hand blender, I later invested rupees 20,000 to buy my first ice cream machine slowly but steadily. My cooking gained popularity and the reach of my food increased. I started receiving orders from all over Punjab, UP, Rajasthan, and Delhi, and the number gradually increased up to 10,000. I had to work 18 hours a day with only a single person's assistance. Recollecting the memory of the time when my husband gave me the suggestions to make it official, give the business a name. I remember I was in a hurry and he wanted the name to be decided on the spot. Simply because I made things with cream, I decided the name of the firm to be Cremica. The applause of people around me helped me to maintain my passion for next 12 years and keep creating new things which finally led to the idea of making biscuits in 1990. We had to take some loans to spread out to the industries of bread and biscuits and led over first collaboration with a multinational fast food giant. This successful alliance gave us the idea to include sauces and dressings. During the fast growth of our company, we realized the need for a larger staff, professionals, and high-tech machinery. Gradually, my children joined the business one by one. As it is said, teamwork makes the dream work. Our hard work helped us to achieve greater heights, and we established more plants in other cities as well. Recently, another interesting incident happened. On a random morning, I got a call from the Home Ministry informing me that I am going to receive the Padma Shree Award, but I was asked to keep that information private. My immediate thought was this must be a prank or a fake call. Hence, I thought it was irrelevant to tell anybody about this silly joke. After this incident, I received a phone call from my friend congratulating me and telling me that I was on the news. That was when I realized that the call was indeed not a prank. My family suspected that I knew about it and it was shocked and I didn't tell them. What could I do? I too was surprised. However, I do consider it is a huge honor to be a recipient of the award. I believe that to be successful, one needs to follow a set of principles throughout. In the case of every factory, I never favored compromises in terms of equipment and ingredients, and being particular about cleanliness and hygiene, hard work, honesty, and loyalty towards your enterprises are the important steps that help you to escalate. I made sure that my sons also possess these qualities, so they stay focused and consistent. Having proper knowledge of one's business is a very important factor in maintaining the quality of products. I believe that a business built only for the purpose of earning profits will result in temporary profits. I think I never promoted my business, but the sincerity to work and continuous improvement in quality is what helps me market my products to the world. Another thing that helped our business to grow in the long run was our objective of giving back to society. We helped our staff and labor force. We made sure that the children were educated and also encouraged them to build a career. Having seen the highs and lows of life, I wanted to make sure that no one is held back from living their dreams only because of a lack of finance. I encourage every woman to be well educated and independent. I suggest all youngsters, especially the ones planning to set up businesses, apply righteous ideologies and always acknowledge these principles while making decisions. After doing my part towards the community and enterprise and the living of my glory days, I decided that it is a time for me to retire. Nowadays, I focus on meditation, including spirituality, literature, and spending time with my close ones. And from the depth of my heart, I want Cremica to be even higher, create more history, and maintain its distinguishing mark. So, in the end, my advice to the aspiring audience present here today is to dream big, work hard, and put every bit of your effort into your interest, your passion. Having created a name and an identity for my family, I feel proud that I have been enthusiastic enough to be constructive throughout my life. Courage and will to work on your passions not only offers you persistent victory, but also assists you to build his lifestyle of diligence and integrity. Use the tool of innovation. Constantly feed your creativity, perhaps even a scoop of ice cream. Thank you so much.